Hello viewers, welcome to the MultiMagix channel. First of all, a big thanks from our team for watching the previous video and supporting us. In the previous video, we have gone through how to build FFmpeg from sources on Ubuntu, also how to build a C++ standalone application for converting an MP4 file to an MP3 file using the generated FFmpeg libraries and headers. Also, we have gone through a short demo on how to convert an MP4 file to an MP3 file. So viewers, if you haven't watched the previous video, please do watch. Now let's jump into this video. So in this video, we'll be covering how to build a mobile application for Android. And these are the prerequisites we need to build a mobile application for Android. So first is Android Studio. Since we are using FFmpeg for the conversion, we need FFmpeg libraries and headers for Android, and also we need npm node and npx and also Java. And since it's a mobile application, we need React Native libraries, EPB module, and after installing the React modules, we need to rename the basic React Native project, and also we need to run, and I will also show you a short demo of it, how to run and how to check the logs and all other details. So let's jump into the details. So first, Android Studio. So for the simplicity of the video, I will not go to all the details, but I will just give you an overview of all the installations so you can easily find the installation steps over the net. So first is Android Studio. So for the Android Studio, you can go to the Ubuntu Software Explorer, and in the Explorer you can search for Android Studio. So on my machine, Android Studio is already installed. So now after installation, a folder will be created here like this. So this is Android, this is SDK, and now after SDK is installed, you need to go to the Android SDK manager, and you need to install the API levels. So this is the current API level I have installed, and in the SDK tools I have selected these API interface levels 34, 33, 30.03, and also you need to install the NDK. Since ours is a native project, we need NDK library, and this is the NDK version I have selected, 25.2 and 23.1. And also we need to install Android SDK command line tools, and also we need to install the CMake latest version, and also we need to install Android emulator and Android SDK platform tools. So these are all we need to install in the Android SDK manager, so which after Android installation. So after NDK is also installed, you'll be seeing a file like this, NDK, and these are the versions installed. So after installation of Android, one thing we need to make sure is we need to check for the and this environment variables. So first this export Android SDK home, and then this Android NDK. So I have given a comment here that above two variables should be commented while creating the React Native projects, and these are all the variables for the React. So since we don't want any overlap between environment variables of React and Android, before running any Reacting we need to comment. So please do remember that. Okay. So now Android installation is done, and we have given all the environment variables. So everything is ready now for the Android point of view. So now how to build FFmpeg for Android. So in the official documentation of the FFmpeg, so they have shared couple of links on how to build FFmpeg for Android. So I have followed this link, FFmpeg Android Maker. So in this FFmpeg Android Maker, so we have all these things. So there is a script called FFmpeg Android Maker.sh. So we need to run this script. So these scripts we need to pass a few variables. So the list of variables are mentioned here. So like you can, for example, yeah, you can see this wiki page to follow the list of the variables. Yeah, so you can see here, you can give the targets like x86, x86, 64, and also you can give Android platform API levels, and also you can select GUI utilities, all those things. But in the in my for my dependency, so I have given this command FFMPEG Android maker.sh, and this is the platform I selected, ARM64 V8A, because most of the Android phones uses this 64-bit. Also, I have enabled all these libraries. So these are actually for our MP4 to MP3 application, we only need a lib-mp3 lame, but since it is a one-time activity, I have enabled all the dependencies which we come across, multiple applications, multiple features using FFmpeg. So now this FFmpeg Android maker, so after running this, it looks like this. So FFmpeg Android maker. So if you go to the sources, so all the sources are downloaded, all the dependencies we mentioned here are downloaded and built, and all the headers and libraries are here in the output folder, in the include, and in this we have all the headers, and in the library, in this particular platform, so we have all this library file. So we are good here. So far we have gone through Android Studio and the environment variables we need to set, and also we have built FFmpeg for Android, and we have generated the header files and library files similar to Android, similar to Ubuntu. So now please ensure we have installed, so we need to install Java, Node.js, npm. So I think most of you people know how to install all these things, but please do make a note of the versions. So these are the versions I have installed. So I'll come back to this React later. So first focus on this. So npm version is 9, and Node version is 20, npx is 9.80, and Java version is this, Java 11. So these are the minimum basics required. So now after installing the Node, we need to install the React, so which is the UI for our mobile application. So these are the commands you need to follow for the React Native. So first we need to install React Native CLI, which will install React, React Native, and React Native CLI. And next we need to install React Native library. This is our, for the integration of the front end and the back end project, we need to install a library module. So now these are the versions I have used. So this is the React Native CLI version, and this is the React Native version, and this is the React version, and this is the React library version. Okay, so now we have installed the React and then React Native. So please keep in mind, so now we need to create a sample library project using this command npx create React Native library MultiMagix. But so now when you create, I have already created a project called React Native MyTest. So now interesting thing is it gives you a default project structure which has where the mobile application sits inside this example folder. So in this example folder, this is a mobile application called example, where you can build for Android and also you can build for iOS, and these are all the supporting files like packages, all thing, and this is the source code where our main application will be there. Also our CPP backend, it's given like this in CPP. Yeah, so please ensure while creating this project npm create React Native MultiMagix, it will ask for few packages. So it will ask for what is the name of the package, what is the description of the package, what is the package author. So you need to give all these details, and it will ask which languages do you want to use for your native module. Since we are developing our backend application FFmpeg in C++, you need to select C++ for Android and iOS. So now it will generate an example as I mentioned above. Okay, but typically when we don't want our naming conventions as example, we do want to rename our project. So this is an interesting, so to rename we need to install a dependency module called React Native Rename globally. So after installing this module, you need to rename you need to go inside this example project, okay, and then you need to run this command npx react native rename. So I'm renaming my example to MultiMagix, and -b is bundle, this is optional, and I am also just skipping this git status things. So now after giving these commands, all your example, all thing it will be renamed, all the files inside the example, but in if our example file you need to manually rename it. So this is how my project looks after renaming. So this is the high-level project I moved to media suite, and this is my mobile application which I rename it to MultiMagix, and inside all the components wherever this example reference is this, all is renamed to MultiMagix. So now we have a basic project structure, and now we need to actually in first step, so this is how my project looks. So this is the basic media suite project, this is a CPP module, and inside that we have this Android, and then we have this CPP which is our backend, and we have this MultiMagix which is our mobile application, which have the source code for all the UI, and we have scripts and all the supporting and all other files. So first thing we need to do is we need to integrate the FFmpeg libraries into our backend code. So for that you need to go to this Android CMake list, and here you need to ensure you have given where our FFmpeg is there. So what we did is we have whatever we created here in the FFmpeg Android maker output, we have put that inside our media suite called the dependencies folder. So all our FFmpeg dependencies are here. So now I have given that path here, so where FFmpeg and all the libraries, all the paths are given, and this is my include directories. So you need to include this, and also you need to include your CPP directory, and you need to add libraries like shared libraries, React Native. This is my sources. I am building this backend project as a library, so a SO file will be generated finally. Okay, so now this is just for the debug purpose I added it, you can ignore it, and this is the all the libraries I'm linking here. So now, so in the CMake file we have included all the FFmpeg libraries and headers generated for Android, and now I am also building this I'm including this source file. So whatever source code we have seen in Ubuntu, the same source code I'm using here, like extract audio from video, all the things are same. So the only difference is I'm adding this Android log.h. So instead of using stdio console, I'm using this Android log print, and you need to use this Android log, and you need to identify this with a log tag. So you need to declare a variable called log tag like here, and then these are my constants. Yeah, so everything, the source code is still same as we use in our Ubuntu version standalone application. Only thing is you need to tweak it a bit to just add this Android log instead of console logs, and that's all. Remaining else remains the same. So now let's see the project structure. So now let's see the front end thing. So the front end project, it will be newer. This is the Android, this is the CPP, yeah, in the MultiMagix, yeah, so in the source. So this is the main UI actually. So in the UI I am depending upon the two individual modules called video picker. So you need to install this. Yeah, these are the two modules called video picker. So in the video picker, I am depending on a library called React Native Image Picker. So you need to install this React Native Image Picker, and then this is for selecting the file, and then it will open a pop like file, for it will allow you to select your files from the downloads folder. And I am labeling that button as a big video to convert to MP3. So now after selecting the button, so now I am also putting the custom alert. So this custom alert is you select the video, and then later after the process is complete, it will throw a pop-up telling that, hey, your file has been converted and it is located at a particular download location. So the main file for the UI is app.tsx, and it depends upon two individual modules called video picker and custom alert. So video picker is for picking up the video file, and this is for the throwing the pop-up after the video is converted from to MP3. And these are basic our app background image, and this is how we are controlling the styles for our home page. And then this is our MP3 file pop-up. How to pop-up will show with this message MP3 file is a downloads folder. So React is a more of a modular approach, so you can select here like this all the things, and upon clicking the button it will go to this handle video path, and clicking this handle video path will go to extract video from audio, and after extracting audio from video it will set the alert, and that alert will have this following text. So that's how the UI follows. So this is the custom alert. In this custom alert has its own styles, and then this video picker button has also its own styles and things. So now let's quickly look into how the front end and the back end is binded. Okay, so the main file is here is index.tsx. So this index.tsx, sorry, yeah, so this index.tsx, it will after selecting the app.txt, it comes to here extract. It is calling extract audio from video. So this will go to this module extract audio from video to the which is in the Java layer or JNL layer, and here it is calling native extract audio from video, and from it will go it will go to this CPP adapter native extract audio from video. So this is like a JNL layer, and this return type is JString, and this is the video path you got after selecting from that button, and you need to convert that to a native CPP string, and then you are passing that to our MultiMagix, which is our CPP interface, and then you are returning that path back to the UI. And if so here now this will go to this React Native CPP extract audio from video, so which is this our CPP module React Native extract from video, and we'll be passing our video URL here, and then after the video URL is passed it will convert and a pop-up is thrown, and then so now we have gone through what are all the prerequisites and how to build a native library CPP module project and all those things. So now we'll quickly see how to run, but I would like to remind you one thing before running. I just told you we need to rename or sorry, not rename, we need to just comment out these things, because while running React Native we need to ensure we don't disturb it. So now we need to we need to open a new terminal, and then in this new terminal we just need to give like this source bash rc. So now we need to go to our app folder, which is MultiMagix, and then we need to do this npm react native start. So my mobile is already connected to here, so in the visor it is already there, and then let's do the React Native start. So the beauty of this React is it will build our React project and then it will go into this React module. See here, it is asking whether to reload the app, run the app on. So just select A, run on Android. So this will build the Android, build our FFMPEG, our front end, back end, bind everything, and it will come here and then it will install the APK on our mobile. Yeah, it's going. It might take some time. Yeah, since it is the first time, not first time, I mean for this demo, yeah, it may take some time. Let's see. So it is installing the app. So installing the app, and since it will first build and then run. You can see here a lot of tasks are running. Actually, since I have already built it in my machine, it is bit fast. Actually, it may take some time. Yeah, also you can see here the build is successful, and on the right hand side you can see it is loading all the things, and now it is bundling. So 78% done, 78%. There you go, we have got our UI. So before running this app, I recommend just to give permissions to this app. You can see here, go for permissions and then go for storage. Since we are selecting files from our native, so the permissions are given. So now you can go open your app, pick a video. So you can see here a pop-up is thrown. So you can go here from photos, or you can go through, or you can just pick a video and go for videos. Yeah, I will pick an MP4 file. So this is a teaser I already have downloaded. Yeah, so now it is, you can see here, after it is it converted MP4 to MP3 and is giving me a pop-up that file it is a download folder. So I click OK. So now I go to the file manager and I go to the downloads folder. You can see here sample dot file is there with the timestamp, all these things. So now I open this and I play with my built-in audio player. You can see here, yeah, sound is coming. Wow, it's such. So please don't mind, since it's just a simple MP4, but yeah, we converted this into an MP3 file now. So now let's do one last thing before closing this video. So we know that we have how to check the logs. So now there is a command called adb logcat. So now I opened here. So I started running this app and I go here, I select this app, I pick a video to convert and I select videos, I select this file again, a pop-up came and click OK. So now to track whether the process, the backend process has happened or good, you can just simply go to that file, VI sample, or it's better you open that from the VS Code. File, open file. Yes, okay. So that is here in sample.txt. So remember that in React Native we have given this a log tag. So this is my log tag media. Okay. So now I came here, I select this. Okay, you see here, this is very good. So this is the input file I have given. So this is the temporary path used by the React Native libraries. So don't worry about this path. This is actual, not the raw path. So now audio stream is detected. These are the input spike. These are the output spike. And you can see here output file. Header is info is written. It went good. So they are now done with extraction of audio. So now this how we have deep. So if any issues in the app, we can debug like this. So yeah. So this is how. Yeah. So I think we have covered all the things as a part of this video. So I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this video. So if any doubts or if any inputs you need from our end, please do contact us, please do provide comments. And also a big thanks for all the viewers for supporting us. And in the next video we will see the main thing, how to publish our app to the Play Store. So now whatever app that is generated here, it is a debug app. Okay, so now we'll see how to generate a release build and then how to push it to Play Store and how to go to the developer console and see what are the settings we need to make. Once again, a big thank you for all the viewers. Please do subscribe and like. Thank you.